Hey yo, we back at it again. Bulls dub. See Red Nation, what's good? It is your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Bulls beat the Utah Jazz. A game where, listen, at this point, are we saying that was an upset or are we saying that the Bulls are here? That is what we're here to talk about tonight. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. As always, man, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want you to miss the thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talk. So get in tune with us. Listen, boys, big win by the Bulls. I'm joined here by the pettiest man alive, Petty Casanova, and of course, Stefan Nadon. 107-99. Bulls pretty much dominated in that second half. I mean, got a little close in the fourth quarter. But for the most part, third quarter domination defensively really put them ahead and really kind of put that game out of reach. Field goal wise, Bulls won that one 43% to 38. 3-point wise, but pretty bad shooting night for both. I like the game plan Billy came with. Listen, Vooch, you got to knock down some threes because you're not going to just outdo Rudy Gobert in the paint all night. So shoot him. Free throw wise, Bulls got to the line 30 times. 30 times for the Bulls and knocked down 24 of them. The Jazz got there 19 times and knocked down 18 of them. And the Bulls, listen, still got out-rebounded, but 45 rebounds tonight for the Bulls, something we thought would be a big struggle coming in versus Rudy Gobert tonight. Did a good job on the defensive end, forcing 20 turnovers, and off of those turnovers, we saw them get 25 points. So the Bulls defense still showing up. And so
my man just took all the talking points for the second half. Why don't you?
well, no, I listed all the stats to ask y'all. Was this game an upset, or are the Chicago Bulls here?
I think this is a coming out party. I think this is a coming out party for the Bulls. I mean, I had to look at the schedule again, but if you look at the teams coming up, I think I mean this was a good starting point. I mean, you beat the Jazz. This is a perennial semifinal Western Conference final team.
Yep.
Then after that, you turn around. You got the Celtics. You got the Nets coming up, who, by the way, are looking very, very beatable. At this point, so I mean, I hope that they can keep it up. I mean, I like the small ball lineup. Without P. Will,
I like the defensive IQ of it.
I like exactly. I like the defensive IQ of it. Everybody had their hands in the passing lane, so I don't know. We'll see, but this is a step in the right direction.
What you think, kid?
I think overall it's just a simple fact that DeRozan having a good scoring day, nearly shooting 60%. It kind of goes to show you what we are capable of.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it from that perspective, I mean, we've seen, all of our stars really had some up and down starts to this season. Yeah. So hopefully, if they're still in rhythm, it just goes to show you that we can be a really high scoring offensive team. Like
over 100 in the chat,
over 100 on a post game already.
Post game already. Let's go.
It also goes to show that we don't need everybody to score 20 to actually put up decent numbers and control the game. So for me, that was the biggest takeaway. Like seeing Vooch not getting over 20 points in the last couple of games was kind of weird, but then to see that DeMar's giving me 25, 30, whatever it is, Lonzo's picking up the slack in certain games, stuff like that. It just goes to show that they spreading that wealth and stuff like that. As long as we can keep the egos in check, which is something that we kind of alluded to throughout the game and stuff like that, especially after the Knicks game, as long as that stays in check, man, I don't look at this as an upset because I've always thought we were an elite team once the trades were made.
Yeah.
We are immediately an elite team. I thought we were top 4 in the East.
Is this another game where you say that you like Billy Donovan's game plan heading into it? Because, I mean, when you look at it, Vooch didn't have a good shooting night. He's a big man that can shoot the three. He's not a 3-point shooting big man. But Billy had him jacking them things up tonight. What the heck is that?
Billy absolutely had him jacking up the threes. He only took 6 threes, though. Hit 2 of the 6. But out of all of that, for the 2 of the 6 he hit, I'm not worried about that. It's the fact that Vooch went 4 of 19 overall. So even if we remove the threes, he still didn't have a good shooting night, right? And so it just kind of all comes full circle. Vooch is getting the attempts. He's just not knocking them down, right? So at this point, we know that if those shots start falling, man, if he hit half of those shots, so let's say if he hit another 4 more of the shots that he took. Game's not even close. Game's not even close. So hey, I'm
as new father, the technology they got to watch these kids now is ridiculous.
I didn't know what that was. I just kept rolling. So.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you for picking it up, dog. Because I'm like, it's a little device up there that watches my daughter in there, and if she don't move for too long, it just be like, hey, come look at her. It's like she's napping.
Oh, we needed that device when we had our kids. How about that?
But no, keep going, dog.
No, but still, like Vucevic is getting the attempts. He's getting the opportunity. He's just not knocking them down.
I like it because
he was 4 of 19.
Yeah, I like the shots he took from there, and even the mid-range shots, because to me, your goal there is to get Rudy Gobert out of the paint to close out on it, and possibly that's the difference between 18 and 25, which we've absolutely seen him get busy doing right. I like what we're seeing from Vooch. I don't really like the drives from Vooch, but I like the game plan that Billy Donovan is putting out on a night in, night out basis, because it gives you a chance to win every game, and it puts it on the players.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just about to say. Like, Vooch can't say he's not getting the opportunity.
Yeah.
You took 19 of them things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you took 19, you knocked down 4. Look.
Hey, you took more shots. You took just as many shots as Zach LaVine. Yeah, it's on you, dog.
And we asking why P. Will can't get no shots when he was out there.
Well, P. Will not being on the floor is probably why he got more shots.
Well, you know what I'm saying. But no, I really like the game plan the Bulls are going with. I think that Zach LaVine, even though he did put up a good amount of points today, 26 points on 9 of 19 shooting, 7 for 8 from the line, I think we can see just in the little things that he's doing that thumb is still messing with him a little bit, especially on the drive when you're seeing a lot of those swipe downs. When he gets that hit, he's feeling that. And he's trying to play through it, but you're not seeing him knock those down. We got the question from Vern. This is a question for the group. What do you think of Kobe's speculation? Because Arturas, Doug, Mark are exploring options to improve and maybe trade him for a better backup PG. I mean, I wouldn't trade him for a backup PG. I would trade him for a big man if you can. I'll say this. You might not have to now. You might be able to have that now because of Tony Bradley in about 13 minutes. Didn't see too much of Troy Brown. Troy Brown might have actually fallen out of rotation a little bit, but out of Derrick Jones and Tony Bradley, what'd you see that you liked from them? That's your boy. You was big on Tony Bradley getting some tick.
I like what I saw because I'm the only reason why I'm in favor of Tony Brown getting some tick, Tony Bradley getting some tick is because of the simple fact I'm not in favor of they need to go out and get a power forward because we haven't seen Tony Bradley do anything yet. Like we just seen him on the roster and last year for the Wizards, you know. At the end of the season, he was doing some things. We just didn't know what that was. Derrick Jones Jr., we knew that he was a capable defender. He was doing it in Miami. He was doing it in Portland. His only question is can he knock down the 3 ball consistently? He's
talking about Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah, Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah.
Him because in my opinion, him and Troy Brown are actually the same player. I just like Derrick Jones Jr. length better than I like.
How long are Derrick Jones Jr.'s arms? Because Tony Bradley's a 6'11".
Not like.
Derrick Jones Jr. here with a 7'3" wingspan.
It's just, I mean,
I'll say this: there's the thing that the Bulls have is a lot of defensive IQ.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of defensive IQ. I mean, we're talking about down to the last guy. I wasn't expecting Tony Bradley. I wasn't expecting, Derrick Jones Jr. I kind of expected it from, but I wasn't expecting Tony Bradley to come in and just be ready defensively. I mean, not only was he getting boards, not only was he turning away shots, but the stats don't look crazy, right? He's kind of got that where the stats don't look crazy, but we saw the game. We watched what happened, and all of a sudden you see, oh, yeah, people started shying away from the paint. They started pulling up deep threes. They started because you can't just come in there and get an easy layup. I believe he had 2 blocks today. Yeah, 2 blocks for him today when they were coming through, and one of those on Rudy Gobert. So it made it tougher. And in a game like this, you're not going to stop Donovan Mitchell. It's not going to happen. The best thing you can do is he's going to get his money. The best thing you can do is try to make everybody else's life harder. You made Rudy Gobert's 18 rebounds, 18 tough rebounds between Tony Bradley and Nikola Vucevic, to the point where he actually got a couple of offensive fouls trying to get the offensive rebound.
To answer the question that was presented to us, I'm open to trading Kobe just because we are pretty good at the guard position.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if push came to shove, Zach can run point. If push came to shove, okay.
I got it.
You got it? All right, my man. Thank you so much. If push came to shove, DeMar could bring the ball down, right?
Yeah.
I always mispronounce his name. He can actually be pretty serviceable. You sure you got it?
Came in with a different user, dog.
Okay. All right.
The user. Oh, no, it's already blocked. All right. Hey, look, they might be able to supersede it. They own a different team.
Hey, listen, I guess that's what happens when you cross 10K. They after you now. They say they want their fan base.
It's the government, dog.
So this is not just the whole, the narrative is funny. Like, we make the jokes about Kobe, but like, if we talk about team needs in a positionless game, like, we don't need another shooting guard, point guard right now. If Vooch goes down, I know he's playing horribly, but if Vooch goes down, we ain't got another big man of his caliber coming through.
Still 12 boards a game. He's not scoring as much, but it's still 12 boards a game.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm more concerned about our big man with P. Will not coming back and being a defensive clamp, because he was a defensive clamp. I'm not gonna say that he wasn't. Who do we have that's gonna hold defense like that, right? And give us. He wasn't giving us boards, but he was giving us defense.
You don't. I mean,
we need someone on our forwards and our centers. I would rather look into that if we're going to trade away. We are pretty guard heavy right now.
Yeah. What you're going to see now is Lonzo playing a little bit more positions. You'll probably see him putting up more shots. You'll probably see. I'm gonna be real with you. Lonzo's your number one defender now. Lonzo guarded Donovan Mitchell a good chunk of this game. Guess what? When we play Milwaukee, Lonzo's going to guard Giannis. When we play, look,
Lonzo was not guarding Giannis though.
He guarded Julius Randle.
Dog.
He guarded Julius Randle.
Giannis. It's a big gap between them. Big gap between them.
How tall is Julius Randle?
Julius Randle was like 6'8", 6'9". Giannis is a legit.
I think y'all a little short on Julius Randle, dog.
Nah, even if I am, the way that they play and the whole style, like Lonzo played with Julius Randle.
So who's gonna guard Giannis? Like who's the defensive stopper that you can send it? I'm just saying the number ones.
On the it's team. Going to be a tough assignment. I don't know who's going to guard him, but Lonzo better not be on that man all day.
I'm telling
it's going to be a bully ball all day.
6'8" for Julius Randle? Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense.
How tall is Giannis?
Giannis is 6'11". Who do you got that's going to guard him?
Enough credit. Giannis is another 7-footer who moves like a guard, getting through in traffic. Like, he don't have a fancy crossover, but he absolutely be dominating.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you don't have that guy that's going to line up. You lost the guy that's going to line up against your number one.
Dog, this is the second live he didn't actually put this name out there. Like,
don't
he's
nobody
done
want air sign Ilyasova, dog.
I just have to put it on just so you don't spam it like you did last time. It's all love because I've really seen you in all these, my boy.
40 now. How old is that man? No, I'm good on Ersan Ilyasova. But I thought that was an anime name.
Hey, if we was playing like on you boxing one Giannis, you like.
No, absolutely. I'm not saying there's somebody that can guard Giannis, but what I was saying was that the number one player on other teams, Lonzo Ball's going to guard most of them. When we go up against Brian and them, he's probably going to guard Brian. When we go up against Kawhi and them, he's probably going to guard PG. You know what I'm saying?
He's going to guard PG. He ain't guarding Brian.
I didn't say he's going to stop Brian. I'm saying that's who he's going to match up against because there's nobody you're going to put on him.
DeMar is guarding Brian. DeMar is guarding Brian.
I can see. Okay, DeMar. Okay, I can see that.
DeMar is guarding. He's going to try to guard Giannis. Giannis is one of those players that you can't really defend him.
You can't guard it at all anyway. I guess I'll say this. I guess if I was going to put somebody on him, I will put my weakest defender on him because he can go off for 40, and I probably need somebody to stop everybody else.
You need to stop Brooke Lopez, you're not going to slow him everybody down. Else. You need to stop everybody else.
I feel like that game, at the least, you kind of right because Chris Middleton and DeMar DeRozan just going to look at each other like that Spider-Man meme and just be like, all right, let's go.
No, what you mean? DeMar's dropped like 25 a night since he's been here. What you talking about?
No. I'm saying just in terms of how they get their buckets.
Oh,
I
mid
think Derrick
range, yeah.
Jones Jr.
Okay.
is actually
just something
could
I didn't
fill
say about
in.
it.
Like they're gonna
I
switch up the looks on him. They're
think
gonna rotate. They're gonna throw
I
different
think
bodies at him
Jordan. I
because
think
you put one person on him all night, it's a wrap. Right?
Yeah.
You just got two. You got people like that in the league. Like who's gonna stick Zion all night? Nobody's sticking Zion all night when he's healthy. Right?
Yeah.
You switch up the looks, you make it frustrated, stuff like that. You run a double at him, but you're not gonna beat certain people in this league on a one-on-one basis. Like it's not.
No, you're not.
Right?
But I would put
KD, Giannis, maybe Bron still. Like those
over
are guys
200 in the chat. No, I would put. I'll say this versus Giannis, maybe not. Although I would, just because there's other guys that I can use Lonzo on, but I mean, the guys that are going to beat you on other teams. You know what I'm saying? Bron versus Lonzo, 6'8" versus 6'7". Yeah, Bron's got the weight advantage, but Lonzo's a good defender. Like Lonzo didn't have a weight advantage on Julius Randle, and he did a great job. You know what I'm saying? Versus PG, I could absolutely see Lonzo.
Julius Randle is limited offensively though.
He is. He can't go left at all. Can't
where
go right
he
at
go?
all. Ringo, which way you going?
Left.
Is he coming back? He coming back to the right?
No.
Hey, listen, if he coming back to the right, it's for a jump spin pass.
Bro, facts.
It's for a jump spin pass.
Oh, RJ Barrett's right there. All right, give me that back.
But no, I just think that there's a lot of people out there that I look at and I say I would rather throw Lonzo at him because he is 6'7". You know what I'm saying? He's 6'7", long arms, he can defend most dudes in the league. That's probably going to be your number night in and night out on this. Now, we saw how the Bulls play defense. It's a great team defense right now. One of the I don't know what it is after this one or even with what Miami just did tonight, but they came in tonight as the third best defense in the NBA, and I think they really do a good job of playing that team defense. They still did a good job, even with Javonte Green out there, of turning guys into those steals. Javonte Green was getting a lot of those steals. You know what I'm saying? He got into a little bit of foul trouble. He's got to fix that if the Bulls are going to be able to compete further versus a lot of these teams that are going to have guys that, Rudy Gobert is just limited a little bit more offensively. Javonte Green's going to have to stay out of foul trouble. But I just think
this is also a good game to see to show what, you're looking at it.
Yeah.
Excuse me, lost my thought for a second. When you look at it, Rudy Gobert, it has a double-double, nearly a 20-20 game, right?
Yeah.
Nearly a 20-20 game. Mitchell goes off for nearly 30 points or 30 points. I'm not looking at the score, forgive me. But he goes off for what we expect him to go off for.
Right.
And we sustained it and came out with a lead. Well, why? No one else got going. If Joe Ingles gets going, this game is a wrap.
Yeah.
He gets hot, it's a wrap, right? So it's controlling those things. And so we live in a league now where you absolutely can allow those stars to eat. As long as you limit everything else, you have more than a fighting chance to not only be competitive, but actually come out with a win.
You really did. You limited their best. Even with a rookie, you limited their best. And I say, reigning sixth man of the year right now, right? In Jordan Clarkson. 5 for 19 off the bench. That's where the game changes for you. Because they want to come in and they want to dominate you off the bench. They weren't able to do that for you tonight, and I think the Bulls did a good job. Let's look ahead at this.
Whiteside didn't provide much help when Rudy was out. I do think the narrative is actually legit. I do think that there's some legitimacy to it because they do play differently when Mike Conley's on the floor. I don't think Donovan Mitchell is not a PG by any means.
Have they had Conley all year though?
No, and that was the thing that I was trying to tell.
So they was what 4-0?
No, Conley did play a couple games. I just watched the game with Conley play.
He did. Well, this is the only thing that I was saying about the Conley point when Kid did ask about him last season when he inquired. Conley isn't.
Conley played up to this point.
Yeah, Conley.
He just was out this game. 4 games, 4 starts.
Conley won't be on the floor enough for them to get where they have to go.
Well, right now he was. They say
just health wise.
Yeah, so it was a coach's decision, really not to play him.
I totally understand that.
Yeah,
it's a coach's decision not to play him. He's been averaging about 30 minutes a game since the season started.
Yeah, 27 minutes a game, 12 points a game.
Since the season opener, 17-15 had a bad game in Houston, but I think they blew that team out. I could be wrong though, but somebody else fact check that one for me. But it's. The thing about it is that veteran point guard, it's just like what Lonzo does for the Bulls. Lonzo had 11 points today, right?
Yeah.
He had 11 points pretty much in the first quarter.
Yeah.
He didn't score much else. but it's the way that you can control a game and all those other things that you do from that position that impacts how the game flows. That's what your point guard does. He controls the flow of the game.
Are we gonna see more of a decrease in Lonzo's points? Because we did see him, have the 17-point game. Are we gonna see more of the 8-point, 6-point games because he's taken on that strong defensive role more times than not?
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that as long as they win the game. I don't care.
Well, I mean, yeah, if they win the game, I'm fine with it. But I mean, I'm just saying, you already know it's gonna come. Lonzo making $80 million and he's scoring 6 points a game, 3 points a game, 5 points a game. Like, I don't think y'all understand what it means to guard the best player on the other side. You know why you see so many games now where KD has 32 and LeBron also has 32 because they're not really defending each other. They're worried about can I outscore
sparingly throughout the game. Yeah,
they're worried about can I outscore the guy on the other side of me. They're not worried about can I sit down and completely clamp this guy down. Lonzo's gonna be like, can I clamp this guy down?
How do I feel about DeMar closing now? If he's efficient, if he's being efficient and he's on the roll, you roll with the hot hand. That's what every team really does. That's what every good team should be doing. You roll with the hot hand. But DeMar has been really streaky. Like I've liked DeMar because I like his game. I like his footwork. I like he plays basketball.
Kobe
I grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Kobe, Mike Finn, stuff like that. So like I love watching him play because that's the closest we get in today's league, in my opinion, outside like a Devin Booker. But I still think Zach is the better option. I just personally feel that way. I'm not against him closing, but I think he has to earn that. I think Zach has earned the right to close these games for this organization, and you should give him the opportunity first. That's how I feel.
I think last night was supposed to be his opportunity, but or 2 nights ago. After I saw the other angle, I was like, nah, they was using Zach as a decoy. I think he was just kind of because you saw the defense shift to him. But then you see the other angle, and Zach was like, when you think the ball coming, you just keep going like, oh, all right, well, it's just you know what?
I like this comment right here.
The game, LaVine is not better than DeRozan. Cap. LaVine is a two-way player now. That's all you need to know right now. LaVine is a two-way player.
Let me ask you this: what has DeMar DeRozan really done in the league?
I mean, listen.
No, what is he? Without Googling it right now, off the top of your head, what has he done?
See, this is my thing. I don't discredit people for being the leader of the team that gets to an Eastern Conference final and losing to a better team. He did. He lost to a better team. He lost to LeBron James
multiple times.
I'm not.
Hold on. Look back at those games. The reason I say that because Kyle Lowry absolutely had some of the best games of his life right there.
Cap.
Whoa.
Kyle Lowry had. Hey,
listen, I had Toronto favored. I had Toronto favored.
That's you. You had.
Yeah, I did because I thought that they was going to show up. For some odd reason, they saw LeBron walk through that stadium. It was like the Monstars walk through. No,
that was the same Kyle Lowry, bro. He didn't show up, dog. Come on now, stop it. Kyle Lowry's best year was when he had Kawhi.
Yeah,
stop the Kyle.
Here's the thing. When you have that argument, this is why I don't like that. This is why I like the comment, but I'm saying it like jokingly because when you say someone is better than a player, people immediately say, "Oh, you're saying this person's trash." No, I didn't say that person was trash.
Those seasons, Kyle Lowry was absolutely Chris Middleton.
Hey, listen. DeMar is absolutely a stud. I said I wanted him on the team for a reason. But
I'm not saying you're saying DeMar's bad. I'm just saying that let's not hoist Kyle Lowry higher than he needs to be hoisted. It's not hoist Kyle Lowry higher than he needs to be hoisted.
You acting like Kyle Lowry was out dropping 32.7 out.
You said, Kawhi won a lot of people are in. Yeah, he did.
Jeffrey, I agree. Just because one is better, just because I feel like one is better, doesn't mean that the other is trash.
No. I never said you said DeMar is trash.
It's not you. You know this is all the P1s. I'm listening with the group at this point.
Yeah.
Because no, I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that someone who got newly traded to this team like DeMar, who isn't as decorated as like if LeBron came to this team, it's LeBron's team. DeMar came to this team. It's not DeMar's team.
Yeah.
Like DeMar walks through that door like I'm the man. Like you are a guy on the team. It's my team.
Yeah.
Like if we're gonna be for real about it. Like
this is the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, right now, if Steph went to the Blazers, whose team is it?
Steph team. Steph got 3 rings. He can tell you shut up and smack you with them. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
Like
Dame's team.
Steph team.
It's definitely still Dame's team.
Steph team.
Dog, I know.
Hey, listen.
Listen.
Definitely still Dame's team.
Hold on. Trailblazers out the West. How they doing?
Second off, I know you're hungry, but let's not get delirious.
Ooh, bar. Look at you.
Hey, that was a bar. I'm not gonna lie. Steph been rapping tonight.
hey, listen. All I'm saying is DeMar comes in as a 2-time All-NBA and 4-time All-Star.
Yeah.
With a much longer career than Zach.
Much longer. Hey, listen.
So
I think that
he doesn't come in decorated enough to say.
This is my thing with the Zach LaVine DeMar debate. Why does it have to be one of them? I think if it's a 1-point game and you're down 1 and you're going for the game winner, I would go to Zach. I would. If you're down 1, I would rather see Zach shoot the ball than DeMar. But I also want that because this is Zach LaVine's team. I'm fine if both of them come out and throughout the course of the game, like there's a lot of people like DeMar DeRozan taking a lot of ISO mid-range shots, but he's knocking them down.
Hey,
he's hit like
I'm not saying it's his team, but having 2 closers is A1. I agree with that. Thanks so much for the
absolutely.
Support,
absolutely, that's the point. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a chill on the. I'm gonna tell you this. My Miami had the same issue. After a while, you knew it was Brian.
Yeah, well, D-Wade told Brian to do it. No, he had to finally be like, dog, would you take the last shot? Would you start being the closer?
I can absolutely say after watching those games, D-Wade wasn't really closing them games out like that.
That first season they was together?
You crazy as hell if you think
D-Wade crazy that first season.
Hey, listen, you got to make me lose my religion on camera. Boy, you better calm down. You ain't no real Heat fan. You just a fan. You just blowing smoke right now. Go ahead and take 2 of those and walk out, bro. I ain't trying to hear that.
I'm talking after that.
Oh, you saying after the first season? He's saying after the first season. We good.
After the first season, LeBron definitely took that over.
Yeah, but it was because D-Wade said, take it over. He said, I want this to be your team.
After Jason Terry told him to take 2 of these and walk out.
He was definitely trying to.
You know what I'm saying?
He was definitely trying to force it in the finals. That's why we lost to Dirk.
Who?
Brian.
That's why y'all lost to Dirk?
LeBron sold.
Wasn't Brian taking like 6 shots in the fourth quarter?
Finals he sold. That finals he sold.
I don't even know why we're still talking about this.
I don't even know. How did we get down a Heat path?
Hey, you know what? That's a good idea. We should just randomly call just like
classic games.
Classic games.
Hey, that would be lit. Hey, we could do that.
Dog, we gotta do it. That's a good idea, my boy.
We gotta go back on it. We gotta go back on it and call some of them classic games live. That'll be lit. Turn on NBA TV. You gotta do it at 3:00 in the morning, though. That's the problem. That's all they got going. It's just like, and Jordan coming down the court on Elo.
Just get on
pull up, got it.
Get on League Pass, do that mud.
But nah, I'll say this.
If y'all in the chat, put a list and send it to Pat on Twitter, or just tag the Breeze on Twitter. Yeah, we'll pick from the list and we'll do it. That sounds fun. I
would absolutely do it because it's fun. Just going back to see, because you know what? When you're doing this, like then we wasn't doing this. When you're doing this, you look at the game differently. Like everybody, like you look at a point that somebody said and you analyze it. Like even with how you was coming to P. Will saying that he wasn't, he just wasn't that yet. It made me go back and look and be like, well, what is this mug doing? Because he is putting up like 4 points a game, no rebounds. Like, what is he doing? And then you watch the game differently. Like it's kind of cool to go back and do that. Not doing this at the time that a lot of games took place. It would be cool to go back and rewatch them.
Now I do want to say this. I don't want to call a Mike game.
I mean, it would just be Mike dominating.
Exactly. That's why I don't want to call a Mike
It would
game.
just be Mike dominating all game.
I've seen every last Mike game except for the season where he broke his foot, and I have to tell you,
I've seen every
that
Mike
dude
game.
looked demonic at times.
Yeah, I've seen every Mike game.
I don't need to, y'all know who he is. He got a statue for a reason. He's on the jerseys for a reason. He owns. Hey, listen. Hey, who's above him? Mike. Hey, you gotta walk past that statue every rip, dog.
Hold up. We're gonna rehash that conversation to see if they get it. I appreciate y'all for well, before we get up out of here, man, first off, 286 in the chat, man. Let's get some likes on this video before we get up out of here. Let's get it to at least over 100 likes before we get up out of here. Shout out to y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. What are you seeing from the Boston Celtics in our next upcoming game, which is on better than I've ever really felt before today. That is gonna be November 1st. When is that? That's tomorrow? What's today?
Today's the 30th.
Oh, today's the 30th. So Tuesday.
It's Monday, dog.
Is that Monday? Monday, November 1st. Bulls versus Celtics. Celtics starting off right now 2-4, struggling a little bit early. We kind of said we thought that the Celtics were going to struggle coming into this season. We didn't think that they really had a good lineup to go out there other than Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and we didn't think that they both worked together. What do y'all think of the Celtics coming up in this next game?
You know what? Depends on who shows up.
I put this shoulder up, and I put this shoulder up because I don't care. I think the Bulls gonna get the dub. I mean, it's like we don't know what team is finna show up, and I'm tired of saying the whole Muggs is off the whole Jason Tatum. He's only 20, bro. Like, dog.
I mean, listen, I can't say Jason Tatum is the reason they're losing. He's
he's
averaging 26, 8, and 4.
Nobody really knows.
I like this one. I like this one. It's Tatum on LaVine level.
What it is, though.
No.
He said, "What is Tatum on LaVine's level?" No, because Jason Tatum do play defense. He can score he probably not as good of a scorer. I would say he's not as good of a shooter. He got a
7 for 30 game. Y'all better stop sleeping on him.
Yeah, I would say he's probably not as good of a shooter. But
I'm gonna say this right now: Jaylen Brown is gonna be the best out of that tandem.
Yeah,
I've been saying it for 3 years. Jaylen Brown is gonna be the best out of that tandem, and it's because he had to play second fiddle to Jason Tatum.
And I think how is Tatum gonna be able to take that?
Nah.
Is Tatum going to be able to handle that and stay on that team, or is Tatum going to have to leave Boston?
I think they're going to get rid of Jaylen because they already paid Tatum. Tatum got paid.
You can still trade him to like a Houston. Trade him to you could trade him to a lot of teams. There's a lot of teams that'll clear some cap for Jason.
When a team when your organization has already paid the max to one player.
Yeah,
and you can kind of see that it ain't working out when it's not translating to as many wins as they expected. They're gonna trade him before they have to pay him. They're gonna trade him before they have to pay him because they're gonna they're gonna try to trade high at a lower premium.
Yeah.
So like you can't short check. First of all, Danny Ainge is not gonna allow you to flease them like that.
He's not running it no more. He's not there. Brad Stevens.
Brad is not gonna let you fleece them on the trade. Like he may not have been a best coach, but absolutely, I do believe he's a good businessman.
I think he'll be better as a personnel guy than as a head coach. I do. I think he'll be better as and I think that he'll be more willing to use those first round draft picks than just hold on to all of them. I think he'll be more willing to try and win now than hold on to all the picks in the world. Everybody got Bulls dub versus Boston.
Jaylen Brown signed a 4-year, $107 million extension. See, that's different though.
Oh, he already signed there.
He signed an extension, but Jason Tatum just got $215.
Well, Jason got the Supermax. Tatum got the Supermax.
And that contract is a lot. He got 5-year, $195.
That's
And what's the name? So either way, Tatum is getting paid more than Brown.
Tatum's getting Brian took less on the 2-year deal, right? Because he taking a shorter deal.
Celtics didn't really keep up with that. But what I would say is, he said we should get Kaplan on here. Hey, you said it twice. I don't know who that is though.
Listen, he talking about David Kaplan. David Kaplan don't want to deal with us, man. Come on now. Cap don't want to come down to these levels, dog. He too good for us. He too good for us.
Hey,
Yeah,
put some pressure on him. Lean on him for us.
Hey, listen. Cap don't want to rock with us. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's good though. Hey, you know, when you getting ready to take over Chicago and people coming for your throne, man, you know, you get a little nervous. Hey, listen, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. I got a Bulls dub.
In the live.
You said what? Hey,
you look, throw the shot that end the live. I'm gonna let you have your smoke.
Take that. Hey, Cap, take that. Hey, listen. I appreciate y'all for I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. I really do listen to Cap every morning. I really do like Cap. We don't agree on a lot, but I like his Chicago passion. So, I got a Bulls dub versus Boston. What you got?
Dub.
What you got, kid?
I got a Bulls dub.
Ooh, 6-1 to start the season.
I got Bulls by 15.
Ooh, 15.
Didn't we just beat them? This team almost by 15.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
it's not impossible. I got them.
You got a Bulls blowout. You know what I'm saying? Ugh, it's getting ugly. All right, okay, I'll take your word for it, man. I'm with it. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. As always, man, please like the video, subscribe to the page, and to continue watching our Chicago Bulls content, check the links in the description below. Hey, yo, Chicago, y'all stay safe out there, man. Appreciate Kid and Stefan and Don for tuning in and rocking with us. Peace.